What up, YouTube? It's your boy Gavin for Team Forces with who?
Will Morrison.
And
Michael Wagner.
what deck did you guys play?
This Fiesta Cyber Orcust thing that's way better than I thought it was 24 hours ago.
Alright, what place did you guys get?
I got second and I got fourth. I only lost to this guy.
This seems nice. Let's dive into this deck profile.
Alright, we played almost the exact same deck, so we're just going to use mine and explain the differences when it came. And we didn't work on this together, it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
And before we get anywhere, shout out to Deception for this list, basically almost the same. It's really good.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy.
2 Nashters, you don't really want 3, you want it later. Like, I'll watch Ed's video. I think he explains it better than I will.
I like use the effect in target ding, and like every time people like instantly read Nashter. And just,
what?
That does that.
Everybody had to read Nashter. 3 hurts as I throw things everywhere, but it's super good. It gets you Cyber Dragons from the main deck, so you can contact, and adds any of your Cyber Dragons back from the grave.
Yeah. It was super lit. Like I like opened Foolish Hearse, search Cyber Dragon, and then made like repair pelt and instantly live for core. Like,
Yeah. The 3 core is like the best Cyber Dragon. It gets you all the spells, and that and dupe is really good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. Then 3 regular Cyber Dragon. It's still just like contact fusing away people's fields is never going to be bad.
Yeah.
And then 2 Galaxy Soldier, you don't want 3. You just use it for your Nova plays pretty much, and occasionally discards. Then the Orcust engine. So 1 symbol, 2 harp, 2 nightmare, and a wand. I didn't like the idea of Orochi. Getting rid of too many resources, but
Yeah, I don't like banishing it face down from like my or from my main deck. Like World Wand was like super clutch, like additional extender.
yeah, it came up a lot for me too. And then the dangers are just 2 of the best dangers. I don't know, there's not much to say about them. That's all the best. One rep. So this is the one difference. I played this and he didn't.
For some stupid reason, again testing, I just didn't like Rev System. I never wanted it, and I really wanted to play 40 while you played 41.
Yeah, I played 41.
Because even though the percentage is super small, I was just I want to see machine dupe more often. It came up I think exactly one time in which if I had Rev System, I could have made Nova Infinity, but I got that match anyways, so maybe it didn't matter, maybe it did. So, with more testing, it'll probably go back in the main deck.
And then 1 repair plant. It's part of the better combos of the deck, and it's just a good search card that you can grab off of core. And then good insane search card. And to follow trend, no one negated it.
Yeah, I never had it negated.
Well, this was by Crescendo. Then bye bye. The 3 dupe. It's still insane.
Yeah, the amount of times that I had an average hand and then I revealed a danger, discarded and drew dupe was way too many times than it should have been, and it made my hand insane.
I wish that was the case. I think I resolved this card 3 times all day. And then 3 Called by the Grave, just playing through hand traps, defensive trap if you don't need it. It's just a good card. And then power spells of Reborn, Foolish, those are the spells. And then 2 Overflow, and then 1 Crescendo. The second Overflow came up for me 2 or 3 times, and then Crescendo's Crescendo.
Yeah.
There's not much needs to be said about that. And then extra deck, pretty tokens. Woo! Nightmares. These 3, no need for Unicorn, you just get rid of stuff enough. Al Mirage for loading up your grave with Cyber Dragon, so repair plants live, and then the arrow is super important also. And then Big Daddy Orcust monster, helps you kill people. And then Orcust engine was this for me, and here's where one of the differences was.
So I played Tooting Girsu because I'm a bad Cyber Orcust player, and any good player doesn't need it, and they can just manage your resources better. So the one difference I played the second ding and he was playing Rampage Dragon.
Yeah.
Because you just summon the Rampage off Nova, and it can dump hers Nashter, add Nashter, a super crazy combo. But I felt the amount of times that I was getting Nibiru'd while I had the Nova on the field was extremely like slim to none. Like it obviously does come up. It came up like one time in the tournament for me, but the second Ding usually came up like 2 or 3 times. So I liked it, but as I become a better Orcust player, then I won't need the second Ding.
Yeah, the second actually never did come up with me, but the Rampage came up for me, not because of Nibiru, but because somebody ogred my Nova one time, and then I brought out Rampage, and it was game that turn, because Rampage is still really good. And then the other Exceeds are just Nova Infinity. That's pretty self-explanatory. And then to go with it, that was that. And then the contact fuses, which were just phenomenal. I wouldn't have won 4 matches at least without these.
Yeah, in the last round I was playing Striker, and he like anchored my like Dingirsu or something, and like he thought that was enough, but I had like the OG Cyber Dragon, so I like plopped that down and made like Fortress and like hit him for like a bunch of damage. It was crazy. Fortress is like it's like Mega Fleet's like probably better, but like Fortress is just like so like more like high risk or like high reward.
Yeah.
Like hitting like, especially when I played you, I just like was like, oh, you just make a Fortress and like clear my entire board.
Yeah, I made a 4K Fortress and I think just summoned like one other thing and it was game at that point.
Yeah.
But that's extra deck. And then our side decks are a little bit different. They're pretty close though.
Yeah. You can start.
Yeah, so it's 3 Nibiru. It's pretty self-explanatory. I just decided against combo, and then that was kind of the same with this, but also for Thunder, which it did come in handy against. I played against 1, saw it, was good. 3 twin, back row, it's twin, evenly for the same sort of stuff. And then Summonlet was actually way better than I thought it was going to be. There's just something else like exciting going first against combo heavy decks. I played against 2 going second Orcust, and this came up against both of them, where I opened it and resolved the Crescendo field with Dingirsu, and I flipped this up, and they had no way to out it without destroying it, and Dingirsu just kept it alive, and that was it.
For my side, I chose not to play Nibiru. I didn't like it because I felt like a lot of the matchups in which like Nibiru was like really good against, like in general, Cyber Orcust either like already beats it or is like Pendulum, and like Pendulum works on the Jackal King, and like that's not good. So I played Stream Mode. You have like a lot of special summons in this deck, especially like Nashter is like really crazy. That I really liked this, and the fact that it like doesn't activate, I thought was like really clutch. And then the other thing I had for combo decks was Super Poly, and to pair with that, like these two. This came in one time against Tim, but I never saw the Super Poly, and the match was like 10 minutes longer than me getting 2-0'd.
I don't think I ever summoned enough monsters for you to Super Poly me.
No, you really didn't. I mean, I scooped too soon. But I did Super Poly the Pendulum player around 4, and they like made like the full board like Dawn Dragster, Seal, Vortex, and then there's like another thing, and the Jackal King. So I just like Super Poly the Jackal King, Vortex, negated the Dawn Dragster, and like killed him. 3 twin. And the 1 Cyclone, it was like really just like a 15th card and like a 4th like twin. It was super clutch against Altergeist. Like I had like 3 set, and like I knew one of them was Protocol, and I was like, I think if I just like have my core resolve, I like win. So I like Galaxy Cyclone, the Protocol, and I won. And then the 3 Uni also. I like really don't want to play this, but it was like really good. What I really wanted to do, if I had more testing, I would have like loved to do this. Was since you're playing like 2 Overflow anyways, I really wanted to play 3 Trap Tricks and 2 Eradicators, because I thought that would be like crazy against like Trap decks and like Strikers. But Striker is just like, I remembered that Striker's a really easy matchup, so I didn't need it. It was fine.
All right, got any shout-outs today?
Good.
Biggest shout out to my younger brother Daniel. He is 15 years old and got his invite with Pure Cyber Dragons at Wisconsin a couple weeks ago. And since he got his invite, he was like, "Oh, I don't need to go to regionals," so he didn't come here. And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna use the Cyber Dragon cards," and he kind of like taught me like a lot of like those combos. Shout out to all the guys I came with: Sydney, Topher, Andrew, Zach, and then to the people I already mentioned, Andrew and Daniel. I'll see you guys at Team YCS Vegas as hashtag Team Apollo USA.
Right, shout outs to all the people back home, Mayhem, guy behind the camera for driving, so I didn't have to. Ben Dieter sitting right there, helping theory the deck a little bit when I was trying to figure it out 24 hours ago. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention that. I figured this deck out in 24 hours, so if anybody thinks it's too complicated to play, that's wrong. And shout outs to Joe for letting me borrow some of the Cyber Dragon cards. And again, shout outs to Deception for like this phenomenal list.
Yeah,
it's
Deception
really
and Blair,
good.
like,
and yeah,
And
like,
Calvin, right?
yeah, and Calvin,
Calvin.
all of them, like, because they like gave us like a really solid core. Like that's like if there's one thing I don't like about the list is like you have to play like 39 cards.
Yeah,
and then
all
you
of these
have, like,
cards are
one
almost
or two
mandatory.
like yeah.
You
There's
can
like one or two like
more to it.
like one person like Calvin played like Gizmic, and like some people like didn't play Reborn.
Yeah, like the optional things are like
I love Reborn.
Reborn, this, but like they're still really, really good. There's
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess that's it. Fun regional, had a great time, have a pretty mat, and the spots.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, nice like box.
All right. Thanks for the deck profile.
Yep.
Thank you.
Peace.